Everybody, welcome back to Switch It Up, a series where we take a look at Nintendo Switch hidden gems. This is Whip Whip. This is a Bubble Bobble style single screen platformer. And this action gimmick is a grappling hook. Favorite of the game mechanics favorite. The twist here is that you grapple enemies and then pull yourselves to them and kick them while you're in the air. So you want to bunch up as many as you can. Whoop. Oh no! So we'll see some better opportunities to cluster enemies, but you want to bunch up as many as you can so that you can get that high score bonus, because the more that you kick with a single move, the bigger point bonus you'll get. That's our first real opportunity to chain a bunch of them. And you can see we've built some shaved ices. Those are the highest scoring point items. You want to always aim for those. And getting a big chain will also... Whoa! Create a bunch of these letters that will build up a little word on the side that will give us more lives when we get them all. So you gotta be kind of precise with your shots, not only because you want to not only because you can kind of hurt yourself shooting messily, but because you want to hit as many of these as possible in the same shot. Oops! So like Bubble Bobble, this is pretty fun to play casually, especially if you've got like just another person to play with. These are really good two-player games, these single screen style platformers, but they get much more interesting when you play them thinking about the level design and aiming to get the point bonuses, because then ooh, there we go, nice. Then you start thinking about kind of the best routes through the level. And how you can kind of get the most points at once. Oh, going ahead and wasting all those bonuses that I've gotten. Oh, I missed it. I forgot. In Bubble Bobble, there's similar rules here to Bubble Bobble, where when you get the last bonus item, it'll automatically advance you to the next stage, but I guess it doesn't work if you get a power-up. It doesn't count power-ups as bonus items. So you have to get those first. There's like a certain order to getting them. There you go, defeated that boss properly. I'll be honest, I made a new recording because last time I tried to make one of this game in particular, I ate shit on that boss. It's always kind of embarrassing how your just skill melts away when you're making a recording. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this world. I have made it through this world without dying, but it's gonna be a big ask. So we might see the title screen again soon, since this game does not give you a continue. By default, you also move kind of slow in this game, so using enemies and bonus items created from them to your advantage is going to be really important to moving around the space fast. I don't know what this does. I feel like I probably oh! That was a warp. I probably should have got that one first. Whoop. So you can kind of just go through these stages. It's still pretty fun, but like I said, I like starting from the beginning every time I do a run, just to see how high I can get that point total up there. It doesn't have really online leaderboards or anything, so which I kind of like, just because I usually treat high score games as kind of challenges with myself to see how much better I get at a game, rather than trying to aim to be the #1 in the world or whatever. Because that usually takes the fun out of it, just because there's gonna always be somebody with oh no, with more time and skill than you, you know? But thankfully, it remembers where we stopped off when we eat it like that. There we go. Oh, that was proper. Oh no, I forgot to... I forgot the balloons. Those are things that you gotta remember when you wanna aim for that high score. But yeah, once you kind of get the groove of this and the nuances of it, like the game can be kind of finicky, but once you get the nuances of it and the kind of order of operations and I guess like scoring, like racing, I guess they're sort of racing lines through the level, something along those lines. But once you kind of get find the lines through the level, this game gets a lot more fun because you just start going. It's not like a Bionic Commando style grappling hook platformer, but it is one where you can really chain moves together fast, and the bosses often use the system's the grappling hook to good effect too. Oh. The big hit thing is taking advantage of the period where you are invulnerable. Well, I guess not invulnerable. Where you can hit them and they can't hit you. Which, you know, obvious video game thing. But the like careful positioning and getting the right angle and pulling yourself across is really fun. Also, this music is pretty good. It's just kind of like this feels like a proper arcade game, which is really good because the Nintendo Switch, I constantly call the Vita 2, and I also think it has this Vita problem where a lot of people and a lot of, I don't know, maybe even developers kind of just put, since it is a console and a handheld, kind of just put console style games on it, and they don't translate well to short play sessions, which is kind of a thing that dedicated portables often do really well, is bringing you games that, you know, transfer to short play sessions really well. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh that one was good. Okay, I'm gonna not be a fool and get these first. I don't know why it's expand. It should really be extend. Expand is just like not the right word for getting an extra. What's expanding? I guess like a bread? But that like more rises than expands, right? I don't know. I'm overthinking this. They just like using words for, you know, it just has the right amount of letters for a bonus. Yeah, I really like the animations. I really like having a very arcade style game, which also helps that it's 2-player. And it just has a really fun base mechanic that you can kind of do forever, and it does have a ton of stages to do that in. Oh come on, I got hit by an enemy that wasn't even moving. I mean, it's my fault, but it's just no, the cream puff. Yeah, and then you can get yourself kind of stuck here if you don't Oh, I might get another expand again. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Oh no! See, you can. If I did that correctly, I would have just ran through all the columns. Oh, but the music is good. I love the little animations. It's like proper Bubble Bobble quality style game. You know, it's got all those things that you look for. Cute character designs, like a fun base mechanic that just gets expanded over several different level designs. Oh, the expand also takes down all the enemies? Ooh, gotta get that flan. Is it flan or pudding? It looks like flan to me. I like that they call the levels recipes. Oh, that felt so good. Chaining that kick from the top and just falling down to warp and come around again for a second wave of kicks. Really good, really good. That's like the kind of, oh shoot. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about when I say like, it kind of gets iterated through the mechanics. Like, since it is very much about positioning and finding an angle, having just like expanding through level design kind of explores the mechanics a lot. Kind of gets like a lot out of the mechanics. Let's see which ones are still. Oh. See, the thing is, you move really slow, so you never really want to walk at all. You kind of want to always be in the air, which is exactly what you want from a grappling hook game. Okay, I'm gonna cut this recording off here, since I will either embarrass myself or I will play for way too long for this video. But I've kind of said everything that there is to say about this. You know, single screen platformer. It's got 2-player support. It's got a lot of very cute art. I think the only thing that I would say is a little off is how high res the fonts are on the story sequences compared to, you know, the rest of the game. I feel like that's a little bit out of place. Reminds me of those weird ports of Shantae on the iOS. But other than that, everything feels good. It's a really good portable game and a system that really could have a lot more of them. And I mean, look at these designs and these backgrounds. Oh, this game is so good. Anyway, this game again is Whip Whip, and it's on the Nintendo Switch. It's also on the PC if you do not have a Switch, and it's very cheap. It's like $5 or something. I don't know, it might be like $15 on the Switch or something, the way the prices work in the eShop. But yeah, thanks for joining me again, and see you next time.